Danielle again. I'm going to do a topic of the day on keeping the spice while co-sleeping. Since we are a co-sleeping family, I thought I would just talk real quick about how you can keep the spice while being a co-sleeping family. There is one word for this, and that is creativity. You have to be creative when your kids are sleeping in the bed with you. In your house, there are other rooms other than your bedroom. So you have to get out of the traditional thinking of being in your bedroom in order to have spice. It's that simple. You can use your guest rooms, your bathrooms, your closet, your kitchen, your living room, basically anywhere where the kids are not present. So, for example, if your kids are sleeping in your bed, you and your hubby or a significant other can spend the night in your guest room. I have found that with my older kids, my 8-year-old and my 4-year-old, that they just want to be in our bed. It's not so much about our physical presence as much as it is about being in our bed. So there are nights when we will let them sleep in our bed and we will spend the night in our guest room and make that our room for the night to keep the spice alive. You have to also take advantages of those mornings when you are getting ready for work or when your significant other is getting ready for work if you are a stay-at-home mom. Co-sleeping is an advantage for us mothers who are dealing with the kids all day because we can get a full night's sleep with the kids being in the bed, and then wake up in the morning rejuvenated and making the mornings our spice time, so to speak. So when you guys are getting ready in the morning, take a shower together rather than separate. There's one way to add spice back into your relationship while co-sleeping. And even if you don't co-sleeping, that's just a way to add spice when you have kids, period. When you are a co-sleeper, you have to be spontaneous. You can't think traditional, like let's wait till it's dark outside, for example. When the kids are taking naps, our kids generally take naps in their own beds. So when the kids take naps, you got to use that time for you and your partner or husband or significant other to add spice to your relationship. What I have found is that co-sleeping actually forces you or encourages you to figure out how to bring the spice back. You know, you kind of become more like newlyweds when you are a co-sleeper because you are, trying to figure out ways to bring the spice in. You are spontaneous. You are thinking outside of the box. So you're not doing all those traditional things that can end up happening when you've been married for so long and when you have kids, because when kids come along, you just think you're tired. You can't figure out, how to get the spice in. And so that kind of brings a drag down on your marriage. So you just have to be spontaneous and you have to be non-traditional. You have to think outside the box. You have to be a risk taker, so to speak. You just can't be that traditional person that is wait till the kids go to bed, wait till we're in our bedroom, lock the door, and, and ladies, it's not always going to be about foreplay. Sometimes you got to get the foreplay in other ways and not just at night. Sometimes you got to be boom on the spot, quickie. Let's get it in. So, especially when you are a co-sleeper because your baby is in the bed with you or your kids are in the bed with you. So there are nights when you may just have to get out the bed and go in the living room, close your bedroom door, and get that quickie in real quick before the kids wake up. Very simple. It's all about being creative and, again, thinking outside of the box. It's not always about being traditional when it comes to your love life and your relationship and your marriage. You just gotta do it, in plain words. So as far as with the foreplay, just get that in during the day so that when the opportunity presents itself, you are already ready to go because you have been getting foreplay in throughout the day. And ways to do that is kiss your partner, your husband, your significant other every time you see them. You know, kiss them in the morning, kiss them when they come home from work, and not just a hey, how you doing type kiss, but those passionate kisses that you used to share before the kids came along, or when you were first dating or newlyweds and you were so in love. You know, when you pass your partner up throughout the house, find a way to touch them. Hold their hand, hit them on the butt, touch their back. Just find little ways to touch your spouse throughout the day, you know, to get that in there. So there's all kind of ways to be creative and to be a co-sleeping parent. You don't have to give up your entire love life and all of the spice in your relationship just because your kids are sleeping in the bed with you. You know, kids are only little for a little while. They are only going to want to sleep in your bed for a short period of time, and then they grow up and then they don't want to be anywhere near your bedroom. So, you know, you enjoy them while they're small and little and want to be in your bed, but you also um, find ways to enhance your marriage and to keep the spice there because you don't want to let that go either. So anyway, that's my little quick topic of the day on keeping the spice while co-sleeping. If you guys have any comments or questions or other things to add, if you're a co-sleeping family, feel free to do so. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day and happy co-sleeping.